Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, via YouTube streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Going within, how to overcome fear. How to overcome fear. Fear cannot be killed, it cannot be mastered, it cannot be managed, it can only be understood. It can only be understood. Understanding is the key word as far as fear is concerned. And only understanding fear brings mutation and nothing else. If you try to master your fear, it will remain repressed. It will remain repressed. It will go deep into you. It will not help. It will complicate things. It is surfacing. You can repress it. That is what the mastery is all about. Repressing will not help. Instead, it will complicate things. And it is surfacing. You can repress it. That is what mastery is. You can repress it, and you can repress it so deeply that it disappears from the consciousness completely. Then you will never be aware of it, but it will be there in the basement, in your subconscious, and it will be guiding you from behind. This is what happens with most of the people. Then you will never be aware of it, but it will be there in the basement, and it will have a great pull over which you will not have any control. It will manage, it will manipulate you, but it will manipulate you in such an indirect way that you will not become aware of it, but then the danger has gone deeper in you. Now you cannot even understand it. So there is no way that you can master the fear. The only way that you can do is understand the fear. Fear is not to be mastered. It cannot be killed. It contains a kind of energy, and no energy can be destroyed. Fear is an energy, and you remember the energy cannot be destroyed. The only thing that you can do, you can transform the energy from one form to the other. From gross, you can change the form of the energy. Have you seen that in fear, you have immense energy? When there is fear, anger comes in. And there is immense energy. Just as you can have in anger, they are both two aspects of the same energy, same phenomena. Anger is aggression, and fear is non-aggressive. Fear is anger in a negative state. Anger is fear in a positive state. Anger is the positive energy of the fear, and the negative energy of fear is anger is the aggressive and fear is the non-aggressive. Fear is anger in a negative state and anger is fear in positive state. When you are angry, have you watched how powerful you become? How great an energy you have. You can throw a big rock when you are angry. Ordinarily, you cannot even shake it. You become thrice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times stronger when you are angry. You can do certain things that you cannot do otherwise. Or in fear, you can run so fast that even an Olympic runner will feel jealous of you. Fear creates energy. Fear is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Not a single iota of energy can be destroyed from existence. This has to be remembered constantly. Otherwise, you will do something wrong. You cannot destroy anything. You can only change its form. Water becomes steam. You cannot destroy anything. Instead, you can simply change its form. You cannot destroy a small pebble. A small atom of sand cannot be destroyed. It can only change its form. You cannot destroy a drop of water. You can turn into ice. You can evaporate it, but it will remain. Its form changes from solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous. This is how energy becomes. Normally, energy remains solid. It has to be liquefied. Only then, through the process of spiritual transformation, it can evaporate and disappear into the vast cosmos. You can turn into ice, you can evaporate it, but it will remain. It will remain somewhere. It cannot go out of existence. Same way you cannot destroy fear too. And it has been done down the ages. People have been trying to destroy fear, trying to destroy anger, trying to destroy sex, trying to destroy greed, this and that. The whole energy is being spent in destroying it. The whole world has been continuously working, and what is the result? Man has become a total mess. Nothing is destroyed. All is there. Only thing is that man has become confused. There is no need to destroy anything because nothing can be destroyed in the first place. If you understand this, nothing can be destroyed. You can transform it, you can change its form. Then what has to be done? If fear cannot be destroyed, if anger cannot be destroyed, what can be done? You have to understand fear. What is fear? How does it arise? From where does it come? What is its message? Fear gives a message. Look into it without any judgment. Only then you will understand it. If you already have an idea that fear is wrong, that it should not be, I should not be afraid, then you cannot look. How can you confront fear? How can you look into the eyes of the fear when you have already decided that it is your enemy? Remember, you cannot look into the eyes of your enemy. Nobody looks into the eyes of the enemy. If you think it is something wrong, then you will try to bypass it always. Avoid it, neglect it. You will not try to come across it, but it will remain. This is not going to help. First, drop all condemnations, judgments, evaluations. Fear is a reality. It has to be faced, it has to be understood, and only through understanding can it be transformed. In fact, fear is transformed through understanding. There is no need to do anything else. Understanding transforms fear. What is fear? Fear is always there around some desire. You want to become a famous man, the most famous in the world, then there is fear. What if you cannot make it? Fear comes in. Now fear comes in as a byproduct of the desire. You want to become the richest man in the world. What if you do not succeed? You start trembling. Fear comes. You possess a woman. You are afraid that tomorrow you may not be able to possess her. She may go to someone else. She is still alive. She can go. Only dead women don't go, but she is still alive. You can possess only a corpse. Then there is no fear. The corpse will be there. You can possess furniture. Then there is no fear. But if you try to possess a human being, fear comes in. Who knows? Yesterday she was not yours. Today she is yours. Who knows? Tomorrow again she will not be yours. She may belong to someone else. Fear comes in. Fear is arising in this case out of the desire to possess. It is a byproduct because you want to possess the woman. Hence there is fear. If you do not want to possess, how can there be fear? If you do not have a desire that you would like to be this or that in the future, then fear cannot disturb you. If you do not want to go to heaven, then there will be no fear. Then the priest cannot make you afraid. If you do not want to go anywhere, then nobody can make you afraid. If you start living in the moment, fear disappears. Fear comes through desire. So basically, desire creates the fear. Look into it. Whenever there is a fear, see where is it coming from. What desire is creating it. Fear is always created by some desire, unfulfilled desire. And you do not see the desire as the cause of it, but you're trying to overcome the fear. And then you see the futility of it. You cannot see what desire is creating it. And then you see the futility of it. How can you possess a woman or a man? It is such a silly, stupid idea. Only things can be possessed not the person. A person is freedom. A person is beautiful because of the freedom. A bird is beautiful on the wings floating in the sky. You escape it. It is no longer the same bird. You capture the bird and cage it. It is no longer the same bird as it looks floating in the sky. Remember, it looks like this. But it is no longer the same bird. Where is the sky? Where is the sun? Where are those winds? Where are those clouds? Where is that freedom on the wings? All has disappeared. It is not the same bird. You love a woman, she is a freedom. Then you encage her. Then you go to the court of law. You get married and make a beautiful, maybe a golden cage around her, studded with diamonds, but she is no longer the same woman. Fear comes in. You are afraid. Afraid because the woman may not like this cage. She may hanker for freedom again, and freedom is an ultimate value no one can drop. Man consists of freedom. Consciousness is freedom. No sooner or later the woman will start feeling bored, fed up. She will start looking for someone else, and you are afraid of it. Your fear is coming because you want to possess the person. But why in the first place you want to possess? Be non-possessive. Be non-possessive of your family, your husband, your wife, your children. Then there will be no fear. And when there is no fear, much of your energy that used to get involved, caught up, locked in fear, is available, and that energy can become your creativity. It can become a dance. It can become a celebration. You are afraid to die. Buddha says you cannot die because in the first place you are not. When you are not, you cannot die. Look into your being. Go deep into it. See who is there to die. There is something that is never born, never dies in you, that simply enters into the body when it is formed. Who is there to die? And you will not find any ego there. Then there is no possibility of death. Only the idea of ego creates the fear of death. When there is no ego, there is no death. You are utter silence. You are deathlessness. You are eternity. Not as you, but as an open sky, uncontaminated by any idea of I-ness, unbounded, undefined, and then there can be no fear. Fear comes because there are other things. You have to look into those things, and looking into them, you start changing the things. Do not ask ever how to master anger, how to master fear. It cannot be mastered, it cannot be killed. It cannot be mastered and it cannot be killed. It can only be understood. The anger has to be understood, the fear has to be understood. And the moment you understand this, it is no more there. Let understanding be your law. Let understanding be your law. Because anger is energy, fear is energy, and no energy cannot be destroyed. No energy can be destroyed. It has to be remembered constantly, otherwise you can do something wrong. You cannot destroy anything, you can change its form. It can destroy you cannot destroy a small pebble. A small atom of sand cannot be destroyed. It can only change its form. You cannot destroy a drop of water. You can turn into ice, you can turn into steam, but it will not go out of existence. You cannot destroy fear, and that has been done down the ages and we have failed. People have been trying to destroy fear, trying to destroy anger, trying to destroy sex, trying to destroy greed, trying to destroy everything, this and that. And the whole world is continuously working. And what is the result? Man has become a total mess. Nothing is destroyed, all is there. Only thing is this: things have become confused. There is no need to destroy anything because nothing can be destroyed in the first place. Understand anger and fear. Fear comes in because something is there unfulfilled in you. You look at that which is causing it, the desire. If that is overcome, if that is not there, the fear will disappear. Only understanding is the way. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care and do have a pleasant day.